I'm a grateful believer. I struggle with alcohol, pride, anger, among other things. My name is Cliff. I'm so very blessed to have grown up in a family that my parents loved God and taught my brother and I to do the same. Despite this Christian base that I was blessed to have started life with, I found myself struggling with alcohol at a really early age. I had a pretty bad event when I was 13 that you would think, as bad as it went, I would have gone a different direction, but I didn't. I found myself struggling with alcohol throughout my teens and 20s, and I became an alcoholic. Everything kind of came to a head when I was 30 in February of 2012. I had a bad accident on a hunting trip on an ATV, and I broke my neck and ended up having to spend several days in the hospital. With Northwest being my church home for many years before this happened, I had heard of Celebrate Recovery, and I knew I needed some help. I was really full of shame and embarrassed about my situation. And when I walked in the doors of Celebrate Recovery, instead of being judged or any condemnation, I walked into a room full of grace. And it was so encouraging. There was people that met me right where I was, and other people that were struggling with some of the same things I was. Some that were struggling with different things, but we were all struggling together, and that was what was so encouraging. At Celebrate Recovery, we have a large group where we got to sing praise and worship, and then we hear a testimony or a teaching about some of the 12 steps that I was learning about. But things really started to progress for me when I joined a step study, where we really dive into the 12 steps and start understanding more about the struggles that I had and some of the root causes and ways to overcome them. And those ways were through scripture and through accountability and the relationships I was building. It was such a blessing to meet these people and some of the leadership that really made a huge difference in my life. Never did I find myself being condemned, even though it was some deep struggles that I was in. The opportunity to serve was another thing that really strengthened my walk and helped me to recover from the issues that I had. In step 12, we learned that because of the change we've had and we've experienced this freedom, that we're encouraged to give back. Celebrate Recovery is a great opportunity to be that person in the room of grace for the new person that walks in full of shame. And I can welcome them with open arms and tell them the same message that I heard when I was in such pain. God's revealed himself to me in such a special way, but even today I find myself desperately dependent on Jesus, and I'm so grateful to be a part of Celebrate Recovery.